Silence carries a message long before speech begins. Your aura enters the room first, and wealth responds to that silent signal. Effort alone no longer leads. Energy now decides. The year 2026 will not reward struggle, force, or restless ambition. It will reward alignment, calm direction, and inner order. Many train skills and chase results, yet very few train presence. Presence shapes outcomes before action even begins. As a Shaolin practitioner, I learned that true power is never loud, it is stable. When the inner state is correct, the outer world slowly reorganizes itself without resistance. This video reveals a truth rarely spoken openly. Money does not move toward desperation. It moves toward clarity, grounded confidence, and inner balance. Wealth follows those whose energy signals readiness rather than need, discipline rather than chaos. Within this teaching, you will learn how your emotional state programs your aura each day, how stillness sharpens financial intuition, and how disciplined calm creates an invisible authority that naturally attracts opportunity. You will also understand why patience, when mastered, becomes a silent advantage in 2026. These are not motivational ideas. They are principles refined through centuries of Shaolin wisdom and proven again in modern life. Those who understand them advance quietly. Those who ignore them remain busy, yet unmoved. Stay until the end. One subtle shift shared there can change how wealth approaches you, not through force, but through flow. Welcome to Shaolin Divine Flow, a space for inner mastery, clarity, and disciplined calm. Subscribe and walk this path with us. Stop running. The more you chase wealth, the further it moves away. Chasing creates tension in the body and noise in the mind. That tension becomes pressure, and pressure distorts judgment. When the inner state is rushed, decisions become reactive. Opportunities feel scarce, energy leaks through impatience, fear, and constant comparison. Wealth is sensitive to energy. It responds to stability, not strain. A calm mind sees paths others overlook. A grounded presence creates trust without asking for it. People sense when someone is centered, and they move closer, not away. Pressure is subtle yet destructive. It tightens speech. It hardens expression. It signals need, and need quietly repels abundance. Even strong effort, when driven by desperation, produces weak results. The action may be correct, but the energy behind it is misaligned. Calm focus changes everything. Focus without urgency sharpens perception. Movements become deliberate. Time stops feeling like an enemy. In that state, work carries weight. Words carry authority. Choices carry precision. Those who build lasting wealth move differently. They are not frantic. They are not loud. They advance with quiet certainty. Their calm creates space for better deals, clearer timing, and stronger alliances. Stillness does not slow progress. It removes friction. When the mind settles, energy gathers. When energy gathers, results multiply. This is why calm focus outperforms force. It allows effort to land fully instead of scattering in all directions. Wealth follows those who can remain steady while others rush. In that steadiness, actions become efficient. In that efficiency, growth becomes inevitable. Every day, your emotional state becomes training, not for the body, but for your aura. The energy you carry repeatedly becomes the signal you broadcast. Calm strengthens it. Chaos weakens it. Life responds to that signal with precision. Anxiety scatters energy. It creates invisible noise around you. Even when words sound confident, anxiety is felt. People hesitate. Opportunities slow down. Timing slips away. Not because of bad luck, but because unstable energy creates uncertainty in others. Stability works differently. It feels safe. It feels reliable. When your inner state is steady, people trust without needing proof. Conversations flow with ease. Agreements form naturally. Doors open without resistance. Stability tells the world that you can handle more. This is why emotional mastery matters more than motivation. Motivation rises and falls. Emotional control remains. Those who regulate their inner state think clearly under pressure. They listen better. They negotiate better. They move with intention instead of reaction. Your aura remembers patterns. Repeated worry programs expectation of loss. Repeated calm programs confidence in outcome. Over time, life mirrors the pattern you reinforce. This is not mysticism, it is alignment. Energy follows consistency. Stillness sharpens awareness. Awareness reveals timing. Timing decides outcomes. When emotions are balanced, intuition becomes sharp. Decisions feel lighter. Mistakes reduce. Progress becomes clean. Wealth grows where trust exists. Trust grows where emotional stability is present. Investors, partners, and clients sense this instantly. Stability carries weight. It communicates leadership without explanation. Growth is not rushed. It is cultivated. Each calm response strengthens your energetic foundation. Each steady choice compounds authority. In that space, opportunity feels drawn, not forced, and the path forward becomes clearer with every grounded step. Stillness is not empty, it is precise. When the mind settles, unnecessary noise fades, distraction dissolves. What remains is clarity. In that clarity, intuition becomes sharp, not emotional, not rushed, but accurate. Silence creates space for insight. Constant noise trains the mind to react. Stillness trains it to recognize patterns. Financial intuition grows when the mind is not crowded. Opportunities rarely announce themselves loudly. They appear quietly, often in between moments. Those who pause see what others overlook. A small shift in timing, a subtle detail in a conversation, a decision that feels right without needing justification. Clear minds connect information effortlessly. This is why calm individuals move ahead while others stay busy. Noise creates false urgency. It pushes action before understanding. Silence removes pressure. It allows intelligence to rise. In that state, choices are clean, risks are measured, losses are reduced before they occur. Many mistakes are not caused by lack of knowledge. They are caused by lack of stillness. A restless mind confuses movement with progress. A quiet mind waits for alignment. When alignment appears, action becomes effortless. Stillness also builds restraint. Not every opportunity deserves a yes. Not every trend deserves attention. The ability to decline strengthens direction. Direction attracts momentum. Clear awareness sharpens perception of value. It reveals where energy should be placed and where it should be withdrawn. Money flows where attention is disciplined. Silence disciplines attention. This is how openings become visible. Not through force, but through presence. Not through constant activity, but through intelligent pause. In stillness, intuition matures, and with mature intuition, decisions align with growth instead of chance. Discipline creates a quiet form of power. It is not dramatic, yet it is deeply felt. When actions are consistent, energy becomes stable. That stability forms authority, not authority that demands attention, but authority that naturally commands respect. Consistent habits send a clear signal. They show reliability to the world and to the self. When you honor small commitments daily, your aura becomes dependable. Dependable energy attracts long-term opportunity. Wealth prefers those who can sustain, not those who rush. Many underestimate repetition. They seek breakthroughs, yet ignore rhythm. Rhythm builds trust. Trust builds access. Access opens pathways that talent alone cannot reach. This is how discipline quietly changes financial trajectory. Energetic authority grows when the inner and outer actions match. Words align with behavior. Intent aligns with effort. There is no contradiction. People feel this coherence instantly. It creates confidence without explanation. Wealth flows toward reliability because reliability reduces risk. A disciplined presence feels safe. It signals readiness to manage responsibility. Investors sense it. Partners sense it. Even timing responds to it. Discipline also sharpens self-respect. When self-respect is strong, choices improve. Waste reduces. Focus deepens. Energy stops leaking through inconsistency. Each disciplined action reinforces inner structure. Over time, this structure becomes identity. Identity shapes expectation. Expectation shapes outcome. The person who lives in disciplined rhythm does not chase success. Success aligns with them. Authority is built silently, one habit at a time, One promise kept, one steady step forward. This is how discipline becomes magnetic. It tells the world that you can be trusted with more. Attachment tightens the mind. It narrows vision. When outcomes dominate attention, the present moment loses clarity. Obsession creates tension, and tension disrupts flow. Energy becomes forced instead of directed. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means trust in the process. When attention rests on execution rather than reward, actions become cleaner. Timing improves. Decisions carry less fear. Progress feels lighter. Obsession leaks energy through constant expectation. The mind keeps checking results instead of refining effort. This weakens consistency. Flow cannot enter a crowded mind. It requires space. Commitment creates that space. Commitment is calm and steady. It focuses on daily alignment. Each step becomes complete in itself. This completeness sends a signal of confidence. Confidence attracts cooperation. Those who commit to process move without desperation. They adjust without panic. They learn without resistance. This flexibility keeps momentum alive. Momentum opens doors. Detachment sharpens resilience. Setbacks lose emotional weight. Lessons integrate faster. The path stays clear even when outcomes delay. This emotional balance protects energy. Wealth responds to grounded commitment. It avoids fixation. Fixation signals insecurity. Commitment signals mastery. Mastery invites growth. When the mind releases outcome pressure, intuition guides timing. Effort aligns with opportunity. Doors open naturally because energy is not pushing against reality. This balance allows patience to work quietly. Actions stack without strain. Trust deepens. Progress unfolds with precision. Gratitude refines perception. It shifts attention from absence to presence. When appreciation becomes habitual, energy stabilizes. The mind stops searching for what is missing and begins to recognize what is already working. Appreciation signals abundance already in motion. It communicates sufficiency. Sufficiency creates openness. Opportunities sense this openness and move toward it. Wealth responds to acknowledgement, not complaint. Gratitude does not deny ambition, it grounds it. When progress is appreciated, motivation becomes steady. There is no rush, no resentment, only forward movement supported by trust. The universe expands what is acknowledged because attention nourishes growth. Neglect weakens potential. Recognition strengthens it. This is how small advantages turn into momentum. Grateful awareness also reduces fear. Fear tightens energy. Gratitude softens it. In that softness, creativity flows. Solutions appear. Relationships deepen. Those who appreciate their current position move with clarity. They manage resources wisely. They build patiently. Their energy signals readiness for more responsibility. Gratitude aligns emotion with progress. It transforms effort into flow. When inner resistance dissolves, outer movement accelerates. This frequency draws supportive conditions. Support appears through people, timing, and chance encounters. None feel forced. All feel aligned. Acknowledgement keeps energy circulating. It prevents stagnation. It maintains balance between receiving and expanding. This balance invites sustainable growth. Appreciation trains the aura to expect continuity rather than interruption. Continuity attracts stability. Stability attracts wealth. Your environment communicates before you speak. The spaces you inhabit carry energy that flows into your mind and body. Clutter confuses focus. Disorder creates tension. Energy becomes scattered. Opportunities sense this imbalance and hesitate. Clean spaces reflect clear intention. They signal that priorities are understood, that decisions are deliberate. When surroundings are organized, the mind relaxes. Thoughts sharpen. Actions gain direction. This clarity radiates outward, creating an invisible invitation for abundance. Order does more than calm the mind. It programs the aura. Every organized shelf, every intentional arrangement sends a signal of readiness. It tells the world and the universe that you are prepared to handle more. Preparedness attracts responsibility, and responsibility attracts wealth. Chaos, even if subtle, leaks authority. It whispers distraction. People and opportunities unconsciously avoid the energy of disorder. Conversely, environments that are intentional and orderly draw the right kind of attention. Deals, partnerships, and growth sense alignment before any words are exchanged. This principle extends beyond physical space. Digital clutter, unkept schedules, and inconsistent routines all echo the same signal. They confuse energy and weaken aura. Order, on every level, strengthens it. It communicates discipline and reliability without a single explanation. Money flows where trust feels natural. Trust flows where energy feels stable. Stability begins with environment. Maintaining clean, organized, and purposeful spaces is not decoration, it is preparation. Preparation becomes magnetism. Magnetism draws wealth to those whose aura signals readiness. Your surroundings are silent teachers. They shape habits, influence mood, and reinforce identity. When the environment supports clarity, decisions are sharper, timing is better, and energy is concentrated. Wealth notices this energy, responds to it, and stays. Words are powerful, but overuse diminishes their weight. Speaking constantly scatters energy and creates noise in the mind. Each word carries intention, and when intention is diluted, influence weakens. Silence, on the other hand, commands attention. Quiet observation strengthens perception. It allows you to notice patterns others miss, timing others overlook, and opportunities that slip by the restless. Observation is more than watching. It is listening deeply. It is sensing without judgment. It is understanding without needing to respond immediately. Every interaction, every movement, every pause holds information. Those who absorb it quietly build strategic advantage without drawing attention to themselves. This is the hidden language of influence. Wealth favors this subtlety. It responds to awareness, not volume. People, deals, and opportunities all gravitate toward those who can perceive without reacting prematurely. Listening deeply creates trust and respect. Decisions become informed, actions become precise, energy becomes aligned. Speaking less also preserves your aura. Words carry weight. They can release energy unnecessarily or scatter focus when used without deliberation. By choosing silence, you conserve power. Conserved power concentrates authority. Concentrated authority attracts influence, opportunities, and ultimately wealth. Observation develops patience as well. It teaches timing. Impulsive action diminishes returns. Thoughtful timing multiplies them. When you listen before acting, you respond rather than react. Every choice becomes measured. Every movement becomes intentional. This practice transforms presence. People sense it immediately. They feel calm around you. They trust decisions made in your space. Doors open without effort. Offers arrive without solicitation. The quiet observer moves through the world with invisible influence, drawing wealth toward them naturally and consistently. Patience is a quiet multiplier. It works beneath the surface, unseen, yet its impact grows exponentially over time. Force can move things quickly, but it often fractures energy, creates resistance, and attracts mistakes. Impatience pushes decisions before conditions are right, scattering effort and weakening outcomes. Impatience masks itself as urgency. It convinces the mind that speed is progress, yet progress built on haste is fragile. Opportunities mishandle themselves. Connections misalign. Timing falters. Each rushed choice leaves small cracks that grow over time. Energy leaks, momentum stalls, and potential diminishes. Patience, however, compounds quietly. Every steady action strengthens the foundation. Every deliberate decision adds weight to your authority. Momentum builds naturally. Energy aligns. The environment responds. While others push and strain, those who wait with clarity harness the full power of timing. True patience is active, not passive. It is engagement without desperation. It is preparation without attachment. Patience allows observation to inform action. It allows intuition to guide timing. It allows clarity to refine strategy. Each pause, each considered step, accumulates influence and opportunity like hidden capital compounding in silence. Empires are never built in a rush. They emerge from layers of consistent, patient effort. One well-placed decision today can create cascading benefits years later. Patience ensures that actions land fully and energy is not wasted on error or reaction. It allows growth to stabilize before expanding further. Those who master patience experience leverage beyond the immediate. They move when the moment is right. They act when clarity peaks. They respond with precision rather than force. In this way, energy multiplies, influence strengthens, and wealth flows naturally toward disciplined persistence. Identity shapes reality more than effort alone. The way you see yourself sets the parameters for what the world delivers. Income, influence, and opportunity do not respond to wishes, they respond to who you are becoming. Energy follows identity, not desire. Act like the person who already manages wealth. Carry confidence in decisions. Treat resources with respect. Handle responsibility with care. Every choice, every habit, every interaction becomes a signal that reinforces this identity. The world senses consistency and aligns accordingly. Living in the energy of the person you aim to be shifts perception instantly. Opportunities begin to appear that match this energy. Conversations change. Trust emerges. Doors open that previously remained closed. Identity is the blueprint that the universe reads before any words are spoken or actions performed. Energy cannot be faked for long. It flows naturally from habits, mindset, and daily practice. Acting in alignment with the person you intend to become strengthens your aura, programs your presence, and communicates readiness. It signals competence without explanation. This principle extends to every level of life. Investments, negotiations, partnerships, and decisions all respond to your energetic identity. When you embody reliability, clarity, and calm authority, others instinctively recognize your capability. Opportunities flow toward those whose presence matches the responsibility required to manage them. Wishing for wealth is passive. Aligning your identity with abundance is active. It changes how you think, how you act, and how the world interacts with you. Energy amplifies consistent alignment, attracting resources, people, and situations that mirror the person you have become. Through identity, influence becomes effortless. Responsibility becomes natural. Wealth does not chase you. It finds you. Every choice, every habit, every silent decision strengthens the magnetic field of success that your identity has created. Your aura is more than energy. It is an invitation. When aligned, it quietly signals readiness, calm authority, and openness. Money does not need to be chased. It arrives, not loudly, but naturally, drawn to the stability and clarity you radiate. Every thought, every habit, every action contributes to this silent magnetism. If this message resonated, like the video and subscribe to our channel, Shaolin Divine Flow, to continue walking the path of inner mastery and abundance.